Brian, on the play before halftime, what happened in that miscommunication?
Yeah, just miscommunication, lack of execution. Obviously, it was a big play in the game. We've struggled at the end of halves with turnovers, and unfortunately, we got one, again today, uh, and we, lost out on points that ended up being big points in the game.
And then after that, you guys came out, 3 and out, I think 3 times in the
Yeah.
third quarter. Do you think that had some lasting effect for you guys?
Look, our guys, they bounced back. I think it was, more execution on Buffalo's part and lack of execution on our part. Got to give them credit. We at the end of the day, especially in the second half, we didn't move the ball efficiently enough, especially those first three drives. Got to go on that fourth drive, I believe, where Mike called the long ball on fourth down, um, but just didn't make enough plays.
Since we're on that play, you were gonna call time, you came down to the officials, like,
Yeah.
you might call time out.
Yep.
What was,
Well,
what were you seeing?
I went down there. I saw us lined up and in position to motion. I looked at the clock. Looked like we had enough time. Um, and then, between the snap, it hit Mike, and it was just a bad play.
There were other plays where players had trouble getting into the right alignment. Was there a common thread in any of this?
Yeah, just overall miscommunication.
From two to players or from?
I mean, it's everyone kind of plays a role in that. You never want to put it on one guy, but getting the call, getting the alignment, getting the shift, getting the motion, with the crowd noise, just we didn't execute, and I think we ended up kind of going to more just standard formations with less shift in the motion and later in the game.
What do you think of Tua's play today?
Um, Again, I know there's some plays he wishes he had back. The one before the half for sure, and then um, you know, the interception. But he made some good throws. Um, well, I thought we moved the ball decently in the first half. Got some first downs in the run game. Uh, Threw some good balls to Parker, and got Gasecki on that fourth down. I thought he did some good things, but overall not enough.
What's your message to the team at 1-7? Obviously, playoffs are always an aspiration, but at 1-7, pretty much the halfway point of the season. What are you telling players at this point?
I'm telling them to. I thought the guys fought. It's a good team. I thought they fought. I thought they played hard. I thought they played with great effort. Um, but we got to make more plays. And I think it's things that we can definitely get fixed. I mean, a shift in motion and just an alignment error. Uh, some other things that we missed in the game, some misalignments defensively as well. We just if we can do some of those things on a more consistent basis, it'll definitely go a long way, and to have the results we want.
What do you think the disconnect is from you two? I know you're getting tired of that, answering questions about what's not, what's the margin from week 2 to week now. What do you think the disconnect is?
I mean, I think it's something different really every week. I think it's drops, not getting aligned, not having enough guys on, defensively. I know that happened one time. Just overall, miscommunication.
Brian, how does your, I guess, post game routine differ maybe after a loss than it would after a win?
I mean, as far as watching the game and going through that routine, nothing really changes. There's always, good plays, bad plays, good calls, bad calls, things you kind of wish you do a little bit differently. So it, doesn't really change. I think, there's always things that you wish you would have done better in a win or a loss. But obviously, in a loss, those plays, those calls, those situations for players and coaches, it's something you sit there and go, hey, if we'd have done this, this, and this, we may have a different outcome.
What about
after
immediately?
Yeah.
What about immediately after the game? What's your routine after the game? You speak to the team or?
Yeah, speak to the team, tell them my thoughts on the game, and go talk, to our trainer and talk about some, you know, injuries and how guys are doing, and that's really the routine.
Was there, given that normally we speak to you before most of the players, and today later, is there anything we should know? Did you have like an extended talk with the team, or anything that you could tell us?
Look, like always, my conversations with players I try to keep them confidential. Players, coaches, you know, I keep them confidential. So, you know, there's always conversations. You know, today I really just kind of sat there, you know, sitting there. It's a tough loss. You know, it's a number of losses in a row. So, I just figured we'd let the players go.
Were there conversations with Steve Ross or Chris Reeder after this game?
Yeah, I always talk to Steve and Chris after the game. But again, those conversations are, you know, between them and I.
Well, do you have, after the start, do you have any concerns about, you know, you got security or moving forward?
You know, I'm just worried about the players. I'm worried about the players. I'm worried about getting them better, helping them improve. So no.
It was mentioned on the CBS broadcast that Preston Williams did not come due to discipline. Can you tell us anything about his future with the team?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't, for disciplinary reasons, he wasn't on the trip. Obviously, we'll revisit that in the morning and talk through it, but I expect him to be with us.
But with the trade deadline coming up, are you guys a quarterback away here? Are you guys going to make a trade, or using you stand pat and not do anything?
Like I said, you know, Tua's our quarterback. Tua's our quarterback.
Beyond that, what about the other direction? I mean, at 1-7, is there any, I guess, pressure from the front office to start offloading players that become sellers at the deadline?
Yeah, I mean, those are conversations, you know, I'll have with Chris, you know, tomorrow. But that's, you know, right now I'm really kind of focused on, you know, the game we just had, the, you know, things we need to improve on and get better to turn this thing around.